Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. This blog is concerning the elderly guy who was robbed in the Belmont Road area yesterday. And here in this particular sentence, they're saying people who witnessed the incident, they said that a lot of people were just watching. They just stood there and they watched. And when I do blogs and I say that if you are ever in trouble in Barbados, people will just stand there and watch like zombies. They watch like zombies. They hope the body, when you look at them, their body is just like slumped over and their eyes are glossed over and they're just there watching you, just standing there and they're watching. No one helps. When I said that, you know how many people say, oh, you're just trying to pull Barbados down. You're just trying to pull Barbados down. Here it is. Here it is. It happens all the time. The only ones who are pulling Barbados down are you. It's almost as though you were created to suffer. There's something going on that when I watch, it's not only Barbados I'm talking about now. Okay, listen carefully. If I can see it in Barbadians, it's happening all over. It's in the whole body system. It's all over in the world. Okay, but you have to focus on just one thing. You have to have a specimen. You have to look at it as though you're in a lab and you're just like observing a particular thing. You can't observe everything. And when I see this in Barbados, it's telling me something about the world. It's almost as though we are created to lose. We are created to not see. We are created to suffer. We are created to not progress. There's something about watching Barbados that brings you into another sort of reality about life here on the earth. But let me not go into that particular dimension, okay? Let's stick with this one. And people are talking about the person being a coward and, the guy, is elderly and whatever else. But when news come out and it's in the public domain and the nation news, they get involved, or the e-paper or Barbados Today, when they get involved, you don't expect it to be the same news that you already have digested. You know that an elderly man was robbed. So what is his name? You expect that. That's the least. It's the least you should get out of your nation news. You should have his full government name and maybe his photo so we can see who it was that was robbed. Okay, and then with that in hand, we can do a background check to see if he was once a robber. Was he once a robber? Okay, how many children did he rob of innocence? You have to be able to check things, okay, and see if it's karma. Is it karma? Is it because you need to pay the piper? You're not getting out of here unscathed, okay? You're not getting out from this particular experiment here on this earth unscathed. And usually when you do something, it comes back to you. And yes, good people have bad experiences. You have to admit that, some good people, but they need those bad experiences because you cannot get out of here without having them, okay? And then they're talking about this, and the person from this president from the Barbados Association of Retired Persons, talking about coal bumps. Coal bumps? You don't see the videos of people who were shot and bled out on the road, and you're not seeing those. You're not hearing about children who are being abused. You're talking about cold bumps for that. Well, if you got cold bumps for that, what would you get when you hear about the innocents being torn away from small children by grown hardback males? Do you get cold bumps for that too? You guys are jokers though. But I'm so sorry. I can. Is it real? Is this real? It's almost as though I'm watching a show, a reality show. It's almost as though I'm watching that, a reality show, but it's happening out in the streets, and it's like, you call it real life. And then Bradshaw, the deputy prime minister, talks about people should no longer turn a blind eye to crime. And her father, who turned a blind eye to his alleged crimes, isn't he allegedly involved in the Pillay matter? And they say there's no statute of limitations for murder, but he will go out. When I say go out, he would die and never be charged or implicated in Pillay's death. But his name was called plenty of times in crimes. Yeah. Santia Bradshaw's father's name has been called plenty of times because people turned a blind eye to crime. Okay, so now she's deputy prime minister, and she has some position. I remember when that money was in her office and it fell on the floor. It was in the little, inbox basket or whatever, and she's talking about it was for a charity, but it was in her name. People turn a blind eye to crime all the time in Barbados. So no longer is it for her now to say don't do it any longer. So there was a time it was like shut up and keep your mouth shut, and that was okay. Was that okay? So but now that Santia Bradshaw is saying no, it's no longer okay. I'm giving you permission to speak out, and if you see something, say something. Or you were dependent on her to tell you that. Were you depending on Santia Bradshaw to tell you, okay, now it's okay for you to report things that you have seen? It's not gossip. It's information. It's information. The gossip comes with liars, and a liar has a demon within them. Don't get all tangled up, okay? If you are a prolific liar, if you are a pathological liar, if you lie, just like breathing, you lie. You're possessed by demons. You have demons inside of you. Okay, you're not right. You're not right if you cannot speak the truth. And it doesn't mean that they have to be there all the time. You can get rid of them. You can stop lying. And they will jump out of you and go somewhere else. They want to be able to get you to lie. And if they can't get you to lie, they're going to exit. So you just stop lying. It's not as though you're going to be demon possessed all your life. Just stop lying. Just stop stealing. Just stop doing what you do that people will know that there's a demon on board, or what you call legion. There are many on board. Just stop doing your bad shit, and people will know, okay, he's trying, he's cleaning house. He's cleaning house. She's cleaning house. Okay. So yeah, when I saw this yesterday, there were no cold bumps. You guys unfair older people all the time. You guys rob old people or older people or people who are retired and they are depending on their retirement money to, keep them going. You rob them all the time. What cold bumps are you talking about? What cold bumps? What are cold bumps? You do it all the time. You wait for your parents to die so you can get a house to live in. You're waiting. You know many people in Barbados right now are just waiting for their mom or dad to die so they could just move in. This bumps my ass. There's no cold bump situation. It's not a cold bump situation. It's not a cold bump kind of situation. She's playing. Okay, whoever the president is. And did they even mention, okay, the Marilyn Rice-Bowen, okay, the president of Barrow. Cold bumps my ass, Marilyn. You didn't get no cold bumps, because that would tell people right there that you're not in reality. You're living some sort of illusion. You're in some sort of cocoon there. You don't know what's going on. You're not listening to the streets. You're not listening to the streets. You're not hearing what's going on at the child care board. You are totally removed from reality, Marilyn Rice-Bowen, if you're going to talk about cold bumps. What did he do to people? What is his name? What is his name? And how many people did he rob before he got robbed? You know, was he a good guy and he had to learn a lesson? What is it? What is it? Okay? And he's talking about nobody's going to help him. Has he ever helped someone when they were being accosted? Wait, nobody's going to help me. You see me getting robbed. You're not going to help me. Well, sir, how many people have you helped? How many people have you helped? He can call me when he gets out of the QEH and tell me how good he is. Okay? When you, because there's no name. There's no name. So when you, the guy who was robbed and had to go to the QEH for medical attention, see, he's receiving medical attention at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital. When you get out, I invite you to call me and let me know. Just give me your resume. Show me your resume, what you've done. What you've done in Barbados, who you've helped. The harm you have not done. The harm that you have not done to children, to other people, to your neighbors. Let us know. Let us know how good you are, okay? Yeah, this was on the robbery of the elderly guy, and it's not disturbing, it's normal. It's normal. People, like I just said, kids now, I'm not talking about a stranger. We're not talking about a stranger. I'm saying your own kids, the ones you pushed out, they're waiting for you to die. They can't wait. Sometimes they'll be saying, oh, she's 68, she only got a couple more years. They'll be counting down. They'll be counting down for you to drop dead so they can move in to your house, drive your car, get the money on your account, whatever pickings they can get. They pick. They're waiting for you to go away so they can pick and fight over your stuff. This is Shirley Veronica.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.